Hey, what's up, Kyle here. I want to get my thoughts on the Michael Jackson performance that was on the 2014 Billboard Music Charts Award the other night, Sunday. Um, just to give you a brief, just a summary of what I thought the whole show. Period. I thought the show sucked. Uh, in its entirety, I just thought there are a lot of low points to me in the and on the show. The show just wasn't really great. The only performances I did enjoy were Iggy Azalea and Ariana Grande's their performance stage. Uh, Lord, whatever her name is, Lorraine. I enjoyed her performance. I thought did a solid performance. Jason Derulo, I was expecting a little bit more. He kind of disappointed a little bit, but he put on a pretty decent performance. But my favorite performance and my only really biggest highlight of the entire show was the Michael Jackson hologram performance. And you know, there have been a few people before and since the show the other night kind of mixed opinions and mixed views about it. There are some that say that this is distasteful because they're like, this is Sony making, and the music industry as a whole, trying to make a profit, trying to make a fast buck profit off of the king of pop and his death and being buried 6 feet under. They're still trying to make a profit, still trying to make money off of him. I agree. I totally agree. There's so because of those statements and those thoughts, people are like, I don't like this performance. It's distasteful. I won't watch it, or I just don't like it at all. I agree with that statement. I do think this is a cash cow. However, for me personally, looking at it from a different perspective, looking at it from a perspective of a fan, because Michael Jackson, like millions of others around the world, biggest fan. One of his biggest fans, and also looking at the perspective of a musical artist, a musician myself, someone who has been one of the, if not even one of the biggest single influence in my music and me making music and doing and singing and doing things that I've done throughout the years. I'm in my teenage years and what I do now currently from time to time. I don't do music as much anymore as I did back in my teen years. But just saying, all to say, looking at it from those two perspectives, from me on the outside looking in, I thought the performance was great. And, to me, I was kind of happy and smiling a little bit because, yes, even though Michael Jackson is gone, this was just a little taste of, kind of keeping his spirit alive. And I enjoyed that. Yes, the evil corporation that was behind all this, their motives and their intentions are all wrong because they're really not doing it for the fans. They're doing it to line their wallets. I get that. But, there's two sides to every coin. On the one side you have that, but on the other side, you do have that enjoyment and just that keeping that essence of Michael Jackson still alive a little bit. Them doing the hologram Michael Jackson MJ does not surprise me because I called this 3 or 4 years ago when they did the Tupac hologram at Dr. Dre. When Dr. Dre made the Tupac hologram at one of his concerts a few years back, a lot of my friends and people in my inner circle know I called it. I'm like, if they could do a Tupac hologram, which looks great, it wouldn't surprise me if they do a Michael Jackson. Fast forward 2 to 3 years since I said that, and here we have it. We had a Michael Jackson hologram performance. Hell, it wouldn't even surprise me if they even do a virtual tour of this hologram Michael Jackson later down the line somewhere. Would that be a little bit too an extreme? Sure, it would be. But knowing Hollywood and the machine that it is, it wouldn't surprise me if they ever did come up with a virtual tour idea to have a virtual Michael Jackson. And more likely, people will go out and pay a pretty decent penny. Maybe not too much, but they probably pay something to a degree just to see this virtual Michael Jackson. Because people love Michael Jackson just that much and just that hardcore. I thought the performance was fine. They also used it to promote the new unreleased music of Michael Jackson album Escape. Now that's one thing I don't agree with, and because Michael Jackson has made in a statement, when he died, in a statement and died, said that, he had tons of unreleased music that he did not want to release. And I think for the Michael Jackson estate, or AKA in this particular reason, Sony, who I think owns or in charge of the Michael Jackson estate, Sony, they're taking this unreleased music, this music that Michael Jackson deems to be unworthy and unperfect, in his view, as the reasons why he didn't want to release them to the public. They just take it anyway, rework it with, some of today's, top musical producers and engineers and composers, and try to, rework and retweak and add some things to what Michael Jackson has already made, or, half unfinished. He left unfinished because obviously he just didn't like the song. I think it's wrong on that case for them to do that, and, still try to make a cash cow, off of Michael getting his grave by doing that, and just disrespecting the man's wishes of not the music in the vault, but just taking it out and trying to update it. I think it's wrong for them to do that. However, with this hologram thing, even though, again, their motive, it is cash cow for the hologram thing, I was okay with the hologram performance. And, there were some people that complained, they're like, hey, the dancing wasn't on par with Michael, how he would actually dance, and some of the lip sync musicians were a little bit off. Yes, that's to be expected, but it's a damn hologram. I mean, come on, people. It's not really Michael Jackson. It's never going to be Michael Jackson, and I get that. It's not going to ever fill the void of Michael Jackson, because difference is Michael Jackson was a real life person, and he's no longer with us, fortunately. But despite him no longer being with us, I didn't mind the hologram. It was a nice little treat, so to speak, and kind of keeping his spirit, his essence, at least, alive to a degree, since we can no longer get any more of his music, even though Sony throws this remix garbage at us. Still, it's just another way to keep his essence alive, another way just to enjoy Michael since his passing, and how we can still enjoy him since his passing. So you guys let me know what you think about the Michael Jackson hologram performance. Did you enjoy it? Did you find it distasteful like some other people I know have on the internet have brought out? I want to hear your thoughts in the box below. Subscribe, comment. Peace.